his news wrap-up on Aspheric TV. My name is Dabaru Gift, and I am joined by two gentlemen, Dr. Israel Ibeleme and
so
Mr. Mustafa Abdul Malik. Good evening, gentlemen.
Thank you.
And good evening to you too. Thanks for joining us. We'll be sharing with you the trending news that's happened in Nigeria today. And we'll start off with this one that says, from the Ekiti State elections, I regret joining politics. I won't contest again, says ADC governorship candidate. The governorship candidate of African Democratic Congress in Saturday's Ekiti State governorship election, Wole Oluyede, on Wednesday expressed regret for joining politics following the turn of events in the poll. Second, we have drama as human rights lawyer attends Supreme Court proceedings in traditional worshippers attire. There was mild drama at the Supreme Court, Abuja, on Thursday as a Lagos-based human rights lawyer, Malcolm Omorobo, caused a stir in the courtroom when he appeared in the full traditional attire of an Olokun priest to attend court proceedings. The lawyer said he dressed to court in that manner to exercise his fundamental human rights following the judgment of the Supreme Court that allowed all Nigerians to express their way of worship and the use of hijab in schools and public places. Peter Obi, presidential candidate of the Labour Party, has given reason why he visited Governor Nyesom Wike of Rivers State. The former Anambra State governor, hours later, took to his official Twitter handle to give a hint on why he met Wike. He disclosed that he met with Wike to discuss vital national issues. His tweet read, "Earlier, I visited Port Harcourt to confer with HE at Governor Wike on vital issues of national interest." Next, we have UK police arrest Ekweremadu and wife. The Metropolitan Police in London on Thursday said Beatrice Nwanneka Ekweremadu, aged 55, and Ike Ekweremadu, aged 60, have been remanded. According to reports, the duo have been remanded in custody and will appear at Uxbridge Magistrates Court today. Ekweremadu is a Nigerian politician and lawyer from Enugu State who has served in the Senate of Nigeria since May 2003. He is a member of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) and was the deputy president of the Nigerian Senate for sixth, seventh, and eighth Senate. Lastly, on entertainment, Mercy Chinwo is engaged. So we'll start off with the Ekweremadu story, which happens to be the most trending story in Nigeria today. And then it is alleged that Ekweremadu and his wife are organ harvesters, and also they have been accused of human trafficking. Dr. Israel.
Okay, so when you read that story, that statement from the Metropolitan Police, they made it clear that they are already remanded in the port. That means that they were not arrested today. They were remanded in police custody. Prior to proper investigation, I think investigation is ongoing. There's no conclusion yet. So
yes, they'll appear in court.
In court when they are being charged. Yes, if they are charged, you know that it's true. But when they are not charged yet. But the point is, there are different stories out there emanating from how the child was sponsored from the family to UK, for possible organ, possible to harvesting the organ. And the question is that was the organ harvested? The answer is no, because the police says that the child is also, just as I was speaking now, the child is on the safe side, safeguard place, isn't it? So let's wait for the Metropolitan Police and the court, UK court, to give their judgment to find out whether they are guilty or not. Because for now, I can't conclude.
So, Mr. Mustafa, if this eventually turns out to be true, I know it's going to be a real downturn for
serious blow.
Ekweremadu.
Not only Ekweremadu, to the Nigeria image internationally, you understand? Remember, it's not just a lawmaker. This is a former Deputy Senate President of Nigeria. You understand? A high-ranking senator. You understand? So it makes its case an interesting one. Just like you saw on you read out earlier that his story is trending. It's because of his status in the society, not just within Nigeria alone this time around, but at the international level too. That a former Deputy Speaker of Nigeria Congress is being arrested in connection to child trafficking. And that is the interesting side of the story. But really sad because at the international level, it seems as if Nigeria is, although there are many men and women working tirelessly to make sure that Nigeria is being rated with positive stories. But lately you could see that issue of drug traffickers and some 419 fraudsters and like that. All these are giving Nigeria image giving us a bad image out there. So and with this one, it's a sad development. But just like Dr. Israel has said, we don't know. Nobody knows the details of how the child ended up in the UK. Probably the child is a member of the family, or probably within the family. You understand? These are part of the issues. But let's wait and see.
Okay. The next controversial issue is the human rights lawyer who attended a court session in his full traditional attire. This is following the Supreme Court's judgment allowing people to, mostly Muslims, to wear hijabs to public places and schools in Lagos. We have pictures showing on the screen. He attended courts with the costume and even a patch around his eye. Dr. Israel, what can you say about this drama?
If you are the Supreme Court Justice, will you preside over the case? You have to give it stressful.
It's not something you see every day.
It's laughable because a lot of dramas. But my question is, how will religion be a problem? How will tribes, how will ethnicity become a problem? So if the Supreme Court ruled that the hijab is allowed because of their religion and their culture, and him insisting that, okay, since it's allowed, then whatever I see, if I'm a Juju priest, if I'm a pastor, I will not my tie and all of that. So it begins a lot of sentiments now in our society, particularly in Nigeria. Nigeria's problem is to dissect. It becomes too difficult to understand because when you keep looking at what people do, the manner the way they do it, the decision they take most times, you ask yourself why. Remember when Sowori went to court? Also, he went to the same. I remember, like it's always last year or something. When was it also went to his Juju priest and all of that and all. But the point is that why are we heading to? Why are we doing all of this? So if the Supreme Court has made a decision that the hijab should be allowed to be worn in the Christian state, which is Lagos, to be precisely, which is Lagos in schools, yeah, and would that allow him to also dress like or not just dress like a Juju priest?
Well, he says he is exercising his fundamental human rights.
Yeah, so maybe let's wait for the law to interpret that, because if it's exercising his fundamental human rights, well, the decision of the Supreme Court about the hijab was for students. Do you understand? And also, when if you understand the culture of the Muslim culture, hijab is one of the
it's a symbolic
attire for all the female Muslim. Where we are at the time. So it's not what you just wake up one day and just make a decision. But the question is that they say, is it allowed for us to wear it to go to school? Then the court said yes, it can be allowed. So if our brother, the woman lawyer, decided to dress in that manner and the court accepted it, so be it.
Well, it's just like he said, he's exercising his fundamental human rights.
Yes, of course. I don't say it's not right. It's right.
It's not necessarily wrong. It's just that
to my own understanding, what's really the major issue now, and that is what the lawyer is trying to prove, to say that look, it's not every matter that you take, especially at the Supreme Court, whereby that is the apex court, whereby whatever thing is decided there, any judgment there is final. So, and most times issues that borders on constitution is being taken to that level, so that for the interpretation of it, you understand? What the lawyer is trying to prove now is that if you could allow anything uniform supposed to be like there's uniformity. If you allowed segregation based on religion within school, then
You
at the
should
law
also
level now,
take
at the
this-
law level now, it's being interpreted that look, Muslim students have that right to wear hijab, both in school and outside, and that is why he's wearing this. Is appearing in the
He's trying to
traditional
prove a point.
regalia to say, oh, look, I too, I belong to, aside being a lawyer, I belong to my own traditional religion too, and that is why I'm appearing here. There's something that Dr. Israel said. As Nigerians, we have to be extremely very careful. If you could understand, in the early 2000s, when this issue of this Sharia came on board, and it was a very intense, it brought a lot of debate in Nigeria. There was a serious pressure by Khan on President Obasanjo that look, approach Supreme Court for interpretation regarding to enforcement of Sharia in Nigeria. He told them something that look, he said, if Sharia, the current Sharia that is engulfing almost about 12 states in North, that if it is real, it will stand. But if it's not real and it's political, the same way it came and it will fizzle out that then. It was later that he gave his interpretation. He said, look, if I decide to approach Supreme Court, right there at the Supreme Court, we have justices that are Christians and they will have justices that are Muslims. Are you expecting Muslim justice to decide against Sharia? You understand the technicalities behind it. So these are issues that at times, when you use like a common sense, eventually you have that normalcy. The issue in the Sharia uniform, Sharia by students in Lagos, it's not only Lagos, even in Kwara recently. Even in Kwara, it's happened. You would understand what I'm saying. I'm saying is that people should use their common sense to understand certain things. In Kwara, it happened in a Christian school, Baptist high school, which is, we all know that it's a traditional Christian school. Is it a must for your child to be at that school if you want hijab? That is the case in this case. So Nigerians should exercise restraint when they are pushing matters regarding religion, because earlier enough we have read on how religion destroyed a nation like Lebanon. Till today, Lebanon is being divided. Even right here in Nigeria, here you could see like a state like Kaduna, in Kaduna town, you see certain area is now like exclusively for the Christian, and certain area like Kao for the Muslims, and that is how they are divided. Even in Jos, so Nigerians should be exercise some restraint when it comes to the issue of religion. When you push it to the law to say the law should interpret, law will certainly interpret it based on what is obtainable within the law. But at the end of the day, people that will suffer the consequences are the ordinary people, the people, Nigerians themselves, just like the lawyer is trying to prove.
Exactly. So we'll move to the Ekiti, just the concluded elections in Ekiti State, and then the ADC governorship candidate has come out to say that he regrets joining politics and he won't contest again. So I'm wondering, can we tag him a sore loser? Because I mean, if you lose today, you should try tomorrow. Probably you will get it. And then election is like a competition. Only one winner is going to emerge.
Yeah.
So what do you think about these statements of his?
First, let me commend him for, first of all, coming out to even contest. Also commend him to also be in a political platform in the period of time he has been. Saying that he's withdrawing his footsteps for not being part of no contesting simply means that he doesn't have that much courage of what he thinks to do. Now, as I said earlier, politicians is only when they fail, they complain. If it's good for them, they praise you, they play drums,
when they are winning,
they play drums. So, as it is now, he's not favoring him. That is why you see all this complaint. That is why you hear there's cross carpeting of National Assembly members to different parties. People don't about complaining. The problem is that the political system in Nigeria have changed. It's not like that. Not like before. Do you understand me? Not like before. So the political system, atmosphere of the country have automatically changed. So what we are seeing is a different game based on what we used to know. That is beginning to see at least a little bit of transparency. Even though a lot of people have their issues yet, but there used to be transparency in some area. They are seeing those who have been in the National Assembly for over 4, 5, 6 years, they're not going again. They are getting fresh people. They are a new breed. The system of being in a particular, you want to be a political father for forever. It's no longer there. It's no longer existing in politics. So if you say he's resisting, another person taking his position, that's what you don't know about the politics. People pray for you to give them space for them to take over in politics. So it also let him rethink and also withdraw his steps and also take way forward. People should learn. The President Buhari contested presidential election for more than 3 times. The more you fall, doesn't mean that you will not rise tomorrow. So it's more of experience, acquire more knowledge, being exposed in political activities and platform, and finding your way forward.
So the ADC governorship candidates also accused the other political parties of buying votes, which is the reason for them emerging winners.
Yeah.
What do you think? Like I said earlier, is this like a case of just a sore loser? Just
No. You understand, before he's a politician, once you tag yourself a politician, there are some rudiments regarding politics that you must understand very well. But our own kind of politics that we practice here, you discover that it's highly monetized politics. When we're talking about monetizing politics, it's not only about that election period, no. It has to do with right from that time that it signifies that you call yourself a politician and you show interest to vie for any office. You will discover that right from your community, your word that you are coming out from, everybody now, they are out to feed from you. You understand? So, and this guy now, you don't need to prove further to know that he's just frustrated out of the whole system. There's no way he can measure up. If it's, no matter how rich you are, once you dabble into politics, certainly your account will be depleted to a certain level, because you are going to spend, apart from the official money that you are going to spend, there are some unofficial money that you must continue to spend till the final minute. So I think,
and those spendings are not guaranteed that
there's no guarantee that you arrive at a match win at the end of the day. So you could what we are seeing now is that the guy is just frustrated, and that frustration.
No, I don't think you should use the word frustration. No, I don't think so. Because if you looked at the Ekiti State election, it was one of the peaceful.
Aside being a peaceful election, there we have seen videos of money being used, and the accusation is there.
Everybody participated in APC and practice, yes.
Yes, if both APC and the other parties too, the winner APC too, they are accusing each other that look, it's not only with if you are accusing us that will buy vote, it's not only with that bought vote. Other candidate too, they did the same thing too. We have seen videos of EFCC are making arrest at the venue and in some buildings like that. So probably the guy there doesn't have cash, you understand, to throw around.
And so he does not believe that the election was conducted free and fair.
See, just like doctor said, if he hadn't been a match a winner now, the story would be a different thing.
Exactly.
He would tag the election the most peaceful and the most, you understand, and that is exactly what. So probably within his own hometown, he didn't score a vote, probably. You understand? So what will you say to that? It means his own people, even his own constituency, even rejected him. So you understand? So that is our kind of politics here is a different kind of politics that we know both in the book and what is available in the advanced country.
Also now, earlier, the Labour Party presidential candidate, that's Peter Obi, visited Governor Wike of Rivers State, and then we didn't really know the details of the meeting, but then Peter Obi has tweeted that he visited Port Harcourt to confer with Governor Wike on vital issues of national interest. Basically, that is the only thing that he has told us. So I think it's just as we said in the morning, probably just
consultation.
Exactly.
Apart from that, I think today too he was in Benin to confer with the governor of Edo and his deputy Philip Shaibu. So as we inches towards 2023, we'll see consultation here and there, realignment among politicians here and there. The only thing that we as their followers or their supporters or their close watchers, we should learn from them. These guys, no matter how they differ, they are not enemies. They are always together.
Exactly. So moving on to entertainment, Mercy Chu, a gospel singer, is engaged. She took to her Instagram page today to announce her engagement to her partner. Also, her partner took to his own Instagram too, and he made the announcement there. So a big congratulations to Mercy there and her partner. Anything to say, Dr. Israel, on this?
Not really. What God have done to you, let them put us on that. I don't think there's any comment about it. It's actually our best wishes for Mercy Chinwo. Mercy Chinwo have exhibited a Christendom lifestyle as a young lady. Most of us pray for her to be in this position, because most times the moment you find yourself, take you unawares, you don't even know where you're going to until you get on you that this is actually where I am. But for her to take that bold steps, and that simply means that she have a good character, she have a good she has a good attitude, and also she's also more focused as well, to be more responsible, to being responsible to find a life partner. For us, congratulations to Mr. Chinwo. So what's more to say about that?
We wish them well. The details we have are that her husband is called Blessed. He's a pastor at the Waterbrook Church and the Upper Room. He is also an IT professional, while Mercy Chinwo is a Nigerian gospel musician, singer, and songwriter. She won the Nigerian Idol Season 2 in 2012. So we wish them well, and then we pray their wedding and marriage will be a success. My name is Dabro Gift, and I've had Dr. Israel Ibeleme and Mr. Mustafa with me here in the studio. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are Aspheric TV on YouTube, and then you can follow us on all of our social media platforms: Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. It's Aspheric News. Bye.
It's Beatrice Nwanneka, the National Leader Movement of Progressive Youths of Nigeria. I enjoy the whole world to subscribe to Aspheric TV on YouTube, on Instagram, on Twitter, and Facebook. Let us build this big vision together. Thank you.
My name is Dabro Gifts. Keep watching Aspheric TV. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are Aspheric TV on YouTube. On Twitter, Instagram, we are Aspheric News. Bye.
Welcome to Aspheric News. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for those who have subscribed to our channel. We are happy to have you on our channel. Thank you so much for all your support. But please, for those who have not subscribed, we are begging you, subscribe to our channels. Please subscribe. Please, we are begging you, subscribe to our channel. And while subscribing, do not forget to click on the notification button, the button around it. Don't click so you to get our notification whenever we're on live program, whenever we're covering a live program, whenever we're giving you a news update, whenever we post a new content on our channels. Please do not forget to follow us on our social media handles: on Facebook, official at Aspheric News; on Instagram, Aspheric News; on Twitter, and Aspheric News; on LinkedIn, and Aspheric News. Please, thank you so much for your huge support. Watching is a support. Thank you. We are grateful. But please, let someone know about Aspheric TV, and also to call on us anyone you need our service. Thank you so much. Thank you.